All right, this is the Algebra 2, Unit 3, Lesson 2 video on adding and subtracting matrices. So really not a whole lot to say here. Two main things. First thing you need to know is that in order to add matrices, they have to have the same dimensions. So if they're not both 3 by 4 and 3 by 4, if they're not the same dimensions, row and column, you can't add them. So that's just kind of first out of the bat, right off the bat. You can't add matrices unless they have the same dimensions. So just kind of getting that out of the way. Just as a really basic way to show how we do this. Probably made these a little too big. Let me move this over. Actually, it's a little smaller. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple of 2 by 3 matrices. And let me just say, we're going to write our answer over here. So we're going to make these both 2 by 3 matrices. I'm just going to make this up real quick. All right. So when we add matrices, it's very, very straightforward. You just add things that are in the same position, the same elements in each matrix. So in this, I'm trying not to over-explain this, but 2 and 4 get added together, and they make -2. 0 and 1 get added together to make 1. Sorry, different color here. 1 and 6 make 7. 4 and 4 make 8. -3 and 2 make -1. And lastly, 7 and -3 make +4. So I'm just adding each corresponding element together to make the answer matrix. So again, they have to be the same dimensions, and then you're simply adding each element that is in the same place. The same is true of subtraction. So let me do a subtraction one real quick. But the only thing you have to kind of be careful of here is just keeping track of negatives since you're subtracting. So let's say I have the following. Just kind of make one up here. So let's say I have these two matrices. I'm subtracting. I'm not going to do the whole thing like I did up above. We're going to do each step. So 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus -3 is going to be 1 plus 3. That's going to make 4. 0 minus 4 is -4. -3 minus -8, that's going to be -3 plus 8 is 5. 6 minus 2 is 4. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So again, just add or subtract each individual element. So for the most part, that's what you're doing here. You have examples in number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and then starting at number 6, it's kind of the same idea, except you decide what numbers would you need to add to this matrix to make all 0. So should be pretty obvious. You're going to find all the opposites. So for example, I know what I need to add to 9 to make 0, and so on. So each number you're going to do that for. Same thing in number 7. How do you make all of the answers 0? Number 8, 9, 10, these are all review questions from the previous lesson. If you need help with those, you need to reach out to me. I can refer you back to the videos for those lessons so that you can kind of recap on that. But that's it for lesson 2.